From Studio 3C in Rockefeller Center, this is News 4 New York.
Welcome back. There's a special job expo this week for those who have served our country in the armed forces. Services for the Underserved will host this expo Thursday at the Fashion Institute of Technology. Joining us now is Brett Morash, Director of Veteran Services, to tell us why this event is so important to our community. And there is so much need. Brett, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Erica.
There's so much need among vets who return and may be struggling with other issues. It's hard to get back to work, so this is a service that people are desperate for.
Absolutely. What we found at SUS is that when it comes to employment, veterans have a hard time integrating back into the community, especially when it comes to the reserve component who are coming back from places like Afghanistan and Iraq. And in the New York City area, have approximately 16.1% of that population is without a job right now and are looking, which is why we set up the Job Expo.
Yeah, this is a continued effort by you guys. You've had kind of smaller fairs in the past. This is your third effort at this, but this, as you mentioned, is more of an expo. So what can you expect?
Yeah, well, as we looked at the expo coming up, we wanted to really raise kind of the stakes of what we were looking for. So what we focused on this time was exclusively employers, and the cross-section runs from everything from the financial industry to law enforcement, security, transportation, the whole range. Also, we looked at making sure that the employers came looking for everything from entry-level positions all the way through senior management to capture that large, broad cross-section of veterans that are out in the community.
Yeah, and you're saying this is benefiting the veterans who are looking for jobs, but also the employers, because vets often have a special skill set.
That's true. As I'm a veteran myself, and you know, veterans come to the job market with marketable skills, including ability to solve complex problems in harsh environments. They're financially savvy. They can take complex problems and distill it down to relatively easy to conduct tasks, and that's what we do.
Well, how can people, do you have to sign up? If there are vets who are interested, how can they gain access to the expo?
They can sign up through our website, which is www.sus.org, or through our Facebook page where there's a link to the Job Expo. Although they don't need to do that. What they need to do is just simply show up at the Job Expo at FIT on this coming Thursday, explain to us how they're a veteran or if they're a veteran family member, and we'll let them into the expo.
Yeah, and just in terms of the hours, it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and as we mentioned, at FIT. Now, this help with employment is just one of many things that SUS really does, and veterans are really just one group that you serve. But what other services do you offer for vets?
Well, within the Veterans Division, which there's many divisions within SUS, we offer unemployment services, we offer housing services, including rapid rehousing, temporary financial assistance for veterans that find themselves in need, especially where it's related to housing, as well as we help them with their VA claims and some mental health issues.
Yeah, and even more on the job front, really assessment, job training, because sometimes it is hard to make the switch.
Yeah, and many times we partner with other nonprofits that have training programs. So, for example, Helmets to Hard Hats, we take someone who may be in the Navy who is an electrician. They have an electrician skill in the Navy, and we help them get to places like Helmets to Hard Hats in order to get a vocational training and apprenticeship, and then hopefully into the trades. That's just one example, but we partner across the board.
All right, well, I hope the expo is a great success, and you make a lot of great matches between the vets and the employers. So, Brett Morash, thank you so much for being on the show. And again, just to drive it home, this Thursday, the 18th at FIT, 10 to 3.